We've got a Monster High doll that you don't want to miss, so let's go! So today we are going to be looking at a Monster High doll. And this is going to be near and dear to my heart as a Filipino American because it is based on Filipino folklore. And what I'm talking about today is this doll, CORAZON MARIKIT. She is based on the Manananggal, which is a type of vampire in the Philippines. Vampire, the overall term is called aswang. But the Manananggal separates its body and it looks for its prey, which is pregnant women. And they fly to the rooftops, leaving their legs behind, and they have a giant tongue that goes out down into the house and will steal the baby from the pregnant woman. So that's what the Manananggal is. Obviously they don't want to tell you that entire story with this, which is, this is probably for the more adult collector, since this is a Mattel Creations exclusive down here. And it's a Skullector. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm new to the Monster High game, but what's kind of cool, if you can see, I don't know if you can see, we'll look at this later, closer later, but her torso is actually not attached to the bottom of her body. It's not attached to her pelvis. And they designed this so that there's a stand, or supposed to be a stand in here, hopefully, that will allow you to raise the torso up and down so it looks like she's separated, which I think is a really cool thing. Anyway, she is wearing Filipino terna, which is a dress that the material at the top and the bottom are supposed to be the same. And then you see these butterfly sleeves. That is traditional in Filipino dress. And we'll take a closer look at this because I will be opening this up. And she's got her purse over here. And on the side here, it says Monster High. On the other side, it says CORAZON MARIKIT, which means kind of the beautiful heart. On the back, it's very cool. It says public excitement over Manananggal sighting. CORAZON MARIKIT seen flying across the Philippines. And then it says, word on the street is that there's a new ghoul in town, and she's a Manananggal. Sources in Cebu, which is a town in the Philippines, have spotted a bat-winged figure flitting across the city after midnight. Reports suggest her name is CORAZON MARIKIT. Manananggals are known for leaving their feet on the earth to call them back home after flying through starry skies. They also tend to steal hearts with their beauty and have a real distaste for salt. Cebu is abuzz with excitement about such a rare and powerful monster being in their midst. Looks like lurking on rooftops just might be this season's hottest new trend. And then there's a quote that says, I was going on a walk and suddenly the scent of sampanguita was thick in the air, said local aswang, like I said, vampire, and designer Glenda Chiu. I looked up and saw her, the Manananggal. She was silhouetted against the moon, wearing this gorgeous Filipiniana terno with red fringe. Next time I see Corazon, I'm going to ask her where she got that purse. And then in Tagalog, even, they say, Sino yung multo? Mahiwagang halimaw nakita. Which means, who's that ghost? Mystery monster found. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up this box. I'll be right back. Okay, so it took me forever to get this out of the box, but she comes in 2 different pieces. And let me just show you some details. First of all, she's got this little brooch in her hair with the flowers. She's got these earrings on that are like traditional Filipino earrings, like seashells. And then on the back, you can see her wings, her bat-like wings. And, oops, there's a little piece of... And then over here, she's got on her arm, she's got a little bracelet. I'm going to cover my face so that you can see that. And now the interesting thing is the connector looks like her spine. If you can see that, I can't get the little frill out of the way enough. Let me see if I can do that. But it looks like her spine. And what you do is you can connect her together by fitting her spine into this little piece here. But I don't want to break her. And I want to show you how this works with the stand. So let me just keep her apart for a minute. And I'm going to show you her bottom with her shoes. See the shoes, and it looks like, yeah, how cute is that? If you can see at the bottom over here, her heels are nipa huts, which are kind of traditional Filipino houses. That's really cool. All right, then she has her purse with webbing on it, and it kind of looks like the Filipino sun, which I think is really cool. And then she has her pamaypay, or fan, with more kind of web-like designs on it. Alright, now let me show you how the stand works, but I gotta pick it up from the floor because it dropped. So I'll be right back. Alright, and this is what she looks like on the stand. She's got her purse on her arm, and she's got her pamaypay in her hand over here. And then the way that this works, let me just try to hold this in a way that I can do this, is there's a little thing on the back, and you can separate her from her body. Whoops! The pieces don't stay very easily. So depending on the way that you want to, oops, I got her torso backwards. The way you want to display her, but this is how she looks separated, and then you just put it back down and take the frill out of the way. I probably won't connect her together because she's supposed to separate from her body anyway. Anyway, I think that it is really kind of a cool design, just in terms of the technology that they use for this. As a Filipino American, I really enjoy all of the little details that they have, from the purse kind of looking like a sun, even though it has the cobwebs on it, the nipa hut in the heel over here, her beautiful hair, the flower in her brooch and her hair, I just think look really good. Oh, and then it also comes with the Mattel Creation Certificate of Authenticity. And it says, this certifies that your Monster High CORAZON MARIKIT doll materialized through the collaborative efforts of designers and artists at Mattel. And it's signed Glenda Chu, who is the aswang that they mentioned on the back of the box. So that is it. I hope that you enjoyed this review. And if you did, I would love it if you would subscribe to our channel if you aren't already. And hit that bell for notifications, so that way you know if I'm going to be doing more reviews. I hope to be doing more Monster High reviews. I'll probably open up my Jennifer long doll and share that with you as well at some point. So more reviews along the way, as well as other kinds of content in terms of toy collecting. So definitely hit that bell. And if you can, please like this video, as it really does help with the algorithm. I know that you hear that all the time, but it really does help. So I'd love it if you would give this a like. And again, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the content, and we will see you later. Bye.